I recently read Your Best Year Ever by Michael Hyatt. Think of one goal you wanted to accomplish this year, but didn't. Did you want to exercise more, spend more time with family, take up a new hobby, save more money, increase business revenue, or read more? There may be many reasons you didn't complete the goal you wanted to complete. But one primary reason that you, me, and millions of people around the world failed to achieve our goals is simply because our goals are poorly defined. You may have heard the SMART acronym: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. It's a good system for defining goals, but it's not good enough. Author Michael Hyatt has distilled the latest goal achievement science, yes, there's such a field, to make a smarter goal-setting system. Over the last few years, it's been tested by thousands of people, and it works. So let's upgrade the goal you regret not completing in the last 12 months by using Hyatt's smarter goal system, and make this year the year you complete that goal. The S in smarter stands for specific. With your goal in mind, ask yourself, could I narrow down this goal further? As a kid, I loved to go to the fair and play the water gun game that required spraying water into a tiny hole and pushing a stuffed animal to the top of a pole faster than my opponents. If the goal had been simply to hit a 1-foot diameter target with the water gun that was approximately 1 foot away, the game would have been boring and I would have quickly lost interest. But since my target was narrow, about the diameter of the water coming out of the gun, it demanded my full attention. The same is true for every goal you and I set. Compare I want to make more money to I want to make $10,454 this month. The specificity of that goal makes the goal more exciting and likely to stick in your mind, which means you're more likely to recall it during the day and make decisions that move you closer to your goal. Adding specificity to your goal can also reduce indecision. If your goal was to read more, you may constantly wonder, what should I be reading? But if you made that vague goal more specific by making your goal read more biographies of great leaders, you would know exactly where to direct your focus. The M in smarter stands for measurable. If I call you a week from now and ask, what % complete are you on your goal? Could you provide me with a quick answer? If your goal is to simply read more, you'd have no sense of completion. But change that goal to read one biography of a great leader each month. You could reflect on your reading so far and say something like, I'm 60% complete this month. When setting a habit goal, replace % complete with your current streak or success rate. If your goal was to run 15 minutes every weekday, you could tally your runs on a calendar and say, I've run 10 of the last 15 days, so I have a 67% success rate. That's 10% better than last month. Measuring progress is like checking the vital signs of your goal. You can see if your goal is healthy by confirming you're on pace to complete your goal. Measuring also increases motivation by giving you something to reflect on and be proud of. In the reading example, you might think, wow, I've already completed 60% of this book. I wonder if I can get to 70% tonight. The A in smarter stands for actionable. When you read your goal, can you see yourself working towards your goal? Goals that start with have or be, like be a better father, are ineffective goals because it's not easy to see how you're going to accomplish your goal. Make any have or be goal actionable by starting with a concrete verb. Instead of be a better father, make your goal stop work at 5 p.m. every day so I can play games with my kids in the evening. When you reach this third step in the SMARTER acronym, you might have to go back to the beginning and create an entirely new goal because your current goal doesn't have a concrete action. If you are a freelance graphic designer and your goal is to make $12,252 a month, it's difficult to see what you need to do to hit your goal. Do you double your clients? Do you sell more of an existing course? Or do you launch a new design course? After some thought, you might come up with a better goal to launch a new graphic design course by June 30th. The R in smarter stands for risky. Most goal systems tell you to set reasonable and attainable goals. But if a goal doesn't invoke a bit of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, it's not a good goal because it doesn't maximize your potential. In a meta-study of 400 goal-setting experiments, researchers found that people who set lofty goals had a 2.5-fold increase in their performance over people who set easy-to-reach goals. Whatever your goal is, stretch it a bit. Instead of reading 1 book a month, can you read 2 books a month? When you stretch your goal, you're bound to encounter a limiting belief that may artificially hold you back. Maybe you think, I can't read 2 books a month. I'm a slow reader. Counter that limiting belief by writing out a liberating truth. Discover a liberating truth by adding the word yet to the end of your limiting belief. So I'm a slow reader becomes I'm not a fast reader yet. Replacing limiting beliefs with liberating truths will knock down internal obstacles and enable you to achieve more than you initially thought. The T in SMARTER stands for time-keyed and triggered. What's the deadline of your goal? We all hate deadlines, but if you fail to set a deadline, you'll develop a someday sickness, which weakens your motivation and your ability to concentrate on your goal. But the instant you set a deadline, like read 2 biographies of great leaders by the end of the month, you create a sense of urgency that month, which leads to more action. Now, once you have a deadline, create a recurring action trigger, like start reading every night at 9 p.m. or start reading every morning when I sit down to enjoy my coffee. In a study of people warned about the dangers of heart disease and told to exercise, participants who set a specific time to exercise were 50% more likely to exercise. After the T in SMARTER, you should have a goal that sounds like read 2 biographies of great leaders by the end of the month by reading every night at 9 p.m. The E in SMARTER stands for exciting. When you stop making progress and feel like quitting, it's important to remember why you were excited about your goal in the first place. Therefore, before you move towards a goal, write down at least 2 powerful reasons why you're excited and motivated to accomplish that goal. For a reading goal, you might write, I'm reading leadership books to develop the mindset of a highly effective leader. Or I'm reading leadership books to learn and enjoy the powerful stories inside them, and one day use those stories to get through tough times and inspire others. After taking time to think and write down 2 or more reasons why you're excited to complete your goal, keep those reasons in a note on your phone so you can quickly read them when your progress slows and your motivation dips. The second R in SMARTER stands for relevant, or what I refer to as reality check. Be honest with yourself. Is this a good time in your life to pursue the goal you're about to pursue? Say you just had a child and you've been given a big project at work to lead. Is now a good time to start an ambitious reading goal or train for a marathon? Some goals are not relevant to the phase of life you're currently in. That's okay. Wait for a better time. Taking on too many goals at one time, which Hyatt has found to be any more than 2 or 3 meaningful goals each quarter, significantly reduces the odds of you accomplishing any goal. In the end, write down a goal you wanted to complete in the last 12 months, but didn't. Now go through the SMARTER checklist to upgrade your goal. S. Specific. Is my goal narrow enough? M. Measurable. Can I modify my goal to easily provide a % complete or success rate? A. Actionable. Does my goal invoke a concrete action image? R. Risky. Does my goal challenge my limiting beliefs? T. Time-keyed and triggered. Do I have a deadline and/or clear action trigger? E. Exciting. Do I have at least 2 powerful and exciting reasons why I want to complete this goal? And R. Relevant. Is this goal relevant to my current phase of life? When you use the SMARTER checklist to upgrade a goal you regret not completing, you dramatically increase your odds of completing that goal this year and making this year your best year ever. That was the core message that I gathered from Your Best Year Ever by Michael Hyatt. This is a great goal-setting guide. I highly recommend it. If you would like a 1-page PDF summary of insights that I gathered from this book, just click the link below and I'll be happy to email it to you. If you already subscribe to the free Productivity Game email newsletter, this PDF is sitting in your inbox. If you like this video, please share it. And as always, thanks for watching and have yourself a productive week.